What are tautologies and fallacies? Welcome everyone. Today we're diving into two important concepts in logic, tautologies and fallacies. These are fundamental ideas that shape how we think, argue, and evaluate information. A tautology is a statement that is always true, regardless of the truth values of its components. In simpler terms, no matter what, it cannot be false. A fallacy, on the other hand, is a mere reasoning that leads to invalid or misleading learning. Fallacies can make arguments unconvincing, but they are logically flawed.
Why is it important for students to understand these concepts?
Good question. Understanding tautologies and fallacies help us become sharper thinkers. When we know how to recognize them, we can avoid being misled, construct stronger arguments, and approach problems with clearer logic. What is a tautology? A tautology is a statement that is always true in every possible situation. It cannot be false under any interpretation. Here are three examples. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. A fallacy is a flawed reason that makes an argument invalid, even if it sounds persuasive. Here are 3 examples of fallacies. Number 1, number 2, and number 3.
How to identify a tautology. Break down the statement into parts and check all possible cases. If it always comes out true, it's a tautology. Properties of tautologies. Universally true under all conditions. Independent of real-world circumstances. Often form a foundation of logical proofs. Difference from other logical statements. Other statements can either be true or false depending on the situation. Tautologies, however, are unconditionally true. Practical applications. Mathematics and computer science. Tautologies are used in proofs, programming logic, and algorithms. Everyday reasoning. Example, you will either pass the exam or you won't. This is a statement that covers all outcomes. How to recognize fallacies. Look for emotional manipulation instead of evidence. Watch for exaggerations or misrepresentations of someone's point. Check if the argument skips logic and goes straight to persuasion. Types of fallacies. Formal fallacies. Errors in argument structure. Example, if A is true, then B is true. B is true, therefore A must be true. This is a structural error known as affirming the consequent. Informal fallacies. Errors based on content or assumptions. Example, everyone is doing it, so it must be right. That is a bandwagon fallacy. Impact of fallacies. Why avoid fallacies? They weaken arguments and lead to false conclusions. They can mislead people into believing something that is incorrect. Example, if a debate relies on ad hominem attacks, the focus shifts from the actual issue to personal attacks, causing valid points to be ignored.
The key points of these topics are: tautologies are statements that are always true. Fallacies are flaws in reasoning that weakens arguments. Understanding both strengthens logical reasoning and critical thinking. Encouragement for further study, logic is everywhere. In math, in debates, and in daily decision making. Mastering these concepts give you a powerful tool for clear thinking. Books Logic Made Easy by Deborah J. Bennett. Online courses Intro to Logic by Coursera Khan Academy. Practice debate clubs, math proofs, critical thinking exercises. Thank you for listening. Remember, clear reasoning leads to clear conclusions. Always aim to recognize the difference